Don't worry, guys. If you make it out of here alive, I'm sending you to a much nicer place.
Oh, wonderful.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
nice. It's from getting here to there. That's the trick.
That's the trick, yeah.
You'll be able to buy pants.
I'm wearing pants.
I can buy pants now.
Who needs pants?
You're going to be made fun of for your lack of pants. Anyway,
We have pants, don't we?
you have thongs.
We are a desert people. We have pants.
Basically, what he's trying to imply is that if he does not get this mask back to this gentleman, then Odin's word is not worth really a lot.
that is fair.
Yeah.
Which is really bad.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
not
bad.
gonna get some bad Yelp reviews.
So it's like the word of Odin on fate, Yelp reviews.
It's like
1 out of 5 stars.
great food. Stuff gets stolen though.
Well,
Service is okay. I want to imagine that just like somebody, just like there's a Yelp page about Odin, and there's just like internet trolls just writing a really bad review.
Odin can't keep an ie on one mask.
Oh.
He's only got one.
But by internet trolls, you totally mean frost giants, right? Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
100%. But I'm just
Like,
now just this imagining guy's a total frost frost giant on the internet.
Okay. What was that, Sam?
The audience is cheering a lot for Howie. There's a lot of like really good ones. It's Howie, Wowie, Howie, Howie, Zowie, Break the Douchador.
Door! Oh my god! I love it.
Yes!
Oh, I want that on his
How many
shirt
people-
now.
back, everyone, to D20 Live. It's time once again for the year-end survey. And Sam, my lovely wife and production manager, whom she should be more famous for, can finally wear colors because you all know what's going on. Get her in.
I wear colors again. Hiya!
Oh, man. Hell of a year, eh, Sam? Also, Tom's here.
Tom's here.
Oh, he is saying nothing, but he is here. Do we have
I'm just dead inside, but I am physically here.
We had a long year.
We did.
We had a hella long year. Guys, I hope you appreciated this year and the fact that we got so much done in an incredibly exhausted state. Oh, man.
This is just the warm-up. I mean, now you're going to have to do the same thing again with a baby.
Yeah.
Don't do that. There's a reason we're moving out of this apartment to where we get a support system. Mike, Sam, seriously, congratulations. So exciting.
Thank you.
2024 was an event. Yes, it was. So,
Was an event.
do you guys have any idea how hard it was to run this year while all the things my wife and I were doing to have our baby? It was
In secret.
In secret, by the way. Oh, God, man. Holy hell. I can't believe I did 2024.
To be fair, like, for the last little while for streaming, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I didn't get up out of, like, streams. Like, or if I did, then I was, like, bending down and then, like, going in backwards. And then, like, sitting down wearing black. Like...
We're talking about this now before we get to the D20 Live stuff, because obviously that's the big announcement. Conqueror's spawning coming situation is
Optimal spawn confirmed.
Yeah. I have one question to the fans. Did anyone guess that she was pregnant?
I'm pretty sure they did. To be fair, Queen totally
did guess.
We told you, Tom!
We told you.
And I guessed. And I guessed right.
I had a little inkling. Which is probably confirmed when you did the announcement video. Nope.
Nope. We got one person.
One person who had an inkling. And Queen totally guessed. But Queen totally, we are sorry for telling you to shut the fuck up, literally on stream.
Because, like, every single time you'd say, the baby? Baby? And we're like, no, stop!
Like, shut up! Shut the fuck up! Not yet! Not yet! Not yet! I was listening to says previous request not to guess. Oh, so I think Rob Hagen knew, but he elected not to guess out of respect, which we appreciate. Thank you.
It's fine.
Oh, man.
So first off, for those of you who are wondering how far along am I, uncomfortable. That's how far along I am.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. It's okay. It's okay, Queen. It's all right. Oh, I was thinking it might have happened, but I figured you would let you do an announce. Even if I did have an idea, I need to keep my mouth shut. I love our fans so much. They're all like, yeah, there's a chance. We're not going to say shit. They'll tell us when they're ready. So, 2024, everyone is done. I hope everyone is happy and safe and healthy, in spite of the fact that everything in our lives is perpetually on fire.
You know.
And many of us are moving in with support systems now to survive the next year.
Because 2025 is already started off great.
Yeah, it's like a Tesla fire in front of a Trump building. I can't literally...
that's a spectacle.
That's a spectacle.
Yeah. I'm not going to say we aren't going to have entertaining elements for the day. So we have the survey up. Did you give it to the moderators?
Oh fuck, I did not. Hang on.
You can make a pregnant woman stand up.
No, I can do it from my phone because I was smart and I sent it to myself. So.
Yeah.
Hang on, moderators. I will give you the link.
Yeah.
I forgot to fucking put it in the goddamn. Damn it! All right, I'm gonna give the moderators the link. And
the wonders of technology.
Yeah.
Where would we be without it? Well, I mean, we'd be in two different cities trying to scream at each other from across a country. So that'd be pretty difficult to begin with.
That'd be a hell of a tight cable on 2 tin cans.
I'm gonna say...
I know. So many people would be decapitated riding across the Trans-Canada. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I've been ill since the second... Jesus. And on the first major flooding locally, I live on top of a hill. Congrats on the baby, guys. Thank you, Champion of Braves. Oh.
I forgot to fucking put it on to auto, like, just play it, like, the link.
Do you want to get up to do that?
I would have to go into mix it up to do it.
Do you want me to help you up to do that?
Just give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
You know what? I will do it in like a minute. Just give me like a minute to sit,
Sure.
because I have had to get up twice now.
Sam, I'm not a moderator, but if you send me the link, I can just spam it on my end. I'm at my PC.
Well, I put it in the crew general on Discord, so you can grab it from there.
Congratulations, I had no idea personally, but I'm dim. In all fairness, a lot of you weren't seeing Sam on D20 live streams.
Yeah, they would only see me from this up,
And
then,
no one noticed.
And, well, to be
on
fair,
the D20 Live.
on Optimal Duo, I would constantly wear black, and then have this pillow just sit right here, you know, and then I would, like, not move this other hand to make it look as inconspicuous as possible. So it's like, oh no, it's like a giant black mask. Oh, but there's a pillow here. That makes it better. It's not just Sam being weird.
Question, is Puff named after the spell from Dragon Quest that turns you into a dragon? Puff is a nickname he co-opted after Spoonie literally gave him that nickname in the first year of D20 Live at Comp Bravo in 2012, at which point he took it back and said, fuck it, we ball. So I'm almost certain Spoonie did not mean Dragon Quest, but rather Puff the Magic Dragon, by his intentions. But that's a box of snakes. I ain't asking questions anymore.
Hey yo, Puff. Alright, Tom, I don't know if you grabbed the link or not.
You have the link, Tom?
I don't think I have access to general somehow.
The crew
Hey,
general?
Rusty.
Hey, you
Link.
should. You know what? I will just. You know what? I'm gonna
Just send it to him direct on
I'm gonna
Facebook.
send it direct to you. I got it on Discord.
In my defense,
I
you
got it.
probably want to stick me in the actor box rather than giving me access to anything important. Know how I like wrenches and gears. More so being the wrench.
To be fair, most of the things that are going on in Crew General are meant for the mods anyway, so.
I'm going to wait until the end of the stream before filling out the survey, because the first few years I did fill out instantly, and then you had great suggestions during the stream. That's fair. That does happen every year. As well as I've watched the first Comp Bravo D20 Live video. Watched. But yeah, that's how Puff got his name. And
Alright, I sent it to you, Tom.
yeah. Oh.
Found it.
He posted it and it got edited out. We can't win.
Yay!
Oh.
Hey, that means it's working.
Yeah.
If there's anyone that shouldn't be spamming links, I'm on that
And Tom
list.
can't share links.
Alright, I'm gonna go fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix it. Oh.
There you go. So I'm glad to hear what you and Sam announced in the video you posted. Congratulations. Can't stay long. Just want to say congrats, Sam and Mike.
Thank you.
Oh, otherwise, can't stay long. It was nice to have some good news after years. Whole not great for me. You got this, Sam. This is me.
Okay.
All right. So does anyone have any questions for Tom? Because he is here and he had the courage to be here. The literal 2 days after we announced our pregnancy. Oh,
I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
I know I'm like a third footnote in. Actually, no, I'm the fourth wheel now. I'm the fourth wheel. I'm a whole wheel lower than what I was before.
Yeah, so just so the chat knows, we are not going to be sharing details about our kid for obvious reasons, because of the fact that there is a lot of people, even in my own family, who really like to share details of their children on social media for easy like farming. And while I am more than certain whatever child I have is going to be an interesting dumpster fire of shit, I'm just not sharing that information. Not even their gender, their name. It's going to be they and the kid, because
The optimal spawn.
yeah, they deserve their privacy. When that kid wants to be online, they will be. More Howie in D20 Live verse when? So, oh, here we go.
Okay,
There's like 3 questions for you already, Tom.
There's a command you can type in ! survey, and I'm gonna get a thing going for auto stuff.
So, Tom, why did you choose to play a serial killer in the vampire games?
Okay. Before I dive into that one,
Yeah.
I'm just going to make a quick note for the entire chat so everybody knows. One, I will be telling many, many facts about this said child. They will be a horrible combination of lies and occasional truths.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to have a fun time getting the lore of this kid. Because, you know, it's going to be like Sir not appearing in this film. There's going to be a hair of truth in there, but mostly lies.
Yeah.
All right, so as for the serial killer bit, he's not a goddamn serial killer. I have Mike. Originally, when I created this character, I gave Mike a full page of lore, which explained that he was only a vampire due to a clerical error. The original idea was that he is ex-military. He came from the... Sorry, cat. Yeah, he's from the military, and in his military, there were 2 people with the same last name, both in the sniper division. One was a bloodthirsty psychopath, the one you think I'm playing, and the other is my character, who's I based off of a combination of Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers. And apparently that just screams psychopaths to you people. Yeah.
What do you want from
That's
him?
why I don't know, that's why he's calm, he's polite, he's supportive of everyone around him, analyzes problems and goes, well, I think the best option to do is this. And apparently that screams psychopath to all of you. Because he's in the vampire universe and he's not the only one who's claiming and craving blood all the time.
I enjoyed Vampire this year.
Thank you,
Oh, Vampire is always great.
Oh, yeah.
And I will apologize to
wait,
everyone
no.
here. There's like 3 cats circling this room and I don't know where they are at all times.
Rusty also replied by saying, sorry, Tom, just joking. So ready for another
you're
Ghostbusters
not.
stream, Tom?
Oh, I'm ready for the next stream. I more or less have the path to the end sorted at this point. And it's going to go real downhill really goddamn fast for everyone.
You want the tablet?
Yeah, I'll read out the
No, but it's Ghostbusters. It's always going to be fun. I'm going to try and make it lighthearted, but Detroit makes it difficult. Detroit is like it's like the Hellmouth from Buffy combined with just a black pit that when you try and send joy and love into it, it swallows it and it disappears forever.
I think the thing I like about your Ghostbusters Detroit game is by virtue of the fact that we're basically in the Ghost equivalent of a DMZ, we can kind of go all out with doing Ghostbuster stuff, and it doesn't necessarily mean that we're good at it, but when we are good at it, it's amazing, and I really like that. It's that we found a way to do something I think a lot of the new films haven't done, which is just be like, put the Ghostbusters in a situation where you kind of have to be maniacs to make progress in this environment. It's why Byron can mount a ghost trap to the literal front of the car to a temporary catch. We have to run over ghosts because that's just Detroit.
Yeah, and when I was originally planning this out, my thought process was, I need to think of a location that, in my mind, this was either the newest Ghostbusters who have no experience doing anything, or these are the Ghostbusters that have been demoted to the point that no city would want them anymore. So my thought was, what is a city in the United States where collateral damage does not matter? Detroit.
And I love that you went in with like, okay, we're going to all learn facts about Detroit. Mike started studying facts about Detroit. And the thing that ruined that first stream forever was I looked up facts about Detroit, and they were all weird and insane facts.
Mike, we spent... So, you guys know, we have an hour call time before the show, to be safe, because we're professionals in some capacity.
Do audio checks and things like that.
We spent 40 straight minutes just looking up Detroit facts, and they kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I thought I'd done, the general research, because I followed the trail of, okay, I'll do the Motor City route and have, all the cars and all that. So I'm like, I did all the car research. And the giant wooden stove burnt down. There's a pentagram laid out in the actual foundations of Detroit. How many other things did we find, Mike?
So much. I forgot most of them now. That's why I have to review every time. You got any new lines for us, Sam?
Well, more Howie in the D20 live verse when?
When can I? I don't control that. I can... if you want me just to have a bunch of sound bites for you, Mike, so you can just have Howie screaming in the background.
Oh, jeez!
Oh, but you can't do that!
I kind of do. I kind of do, just to put Howie through worse stuff. The problem is with everything that's happened in the last 4 years, I haven't done as much interconnective tissue for what's going on in the behind the scenes for this particular arc of D20 Live, which is odd because I'm communicating the most now with you, Dave, Byron, and Cassie, and Sam. It's like I can get you guys all in one Facebook message and we can all just be chatting it up, and we haven't done it yet because I have a major life thing I've been working on.
I'm dealing on this one.
But I feel like the arc after this is going to be, towards the end of this arc, we're just going to have a nice meeting where we all sit down and talk and just plan how we want to build up to a finale for it, and then then it's just the group of us talking about what we want to do in the long term, which I look forward to.
And I will add, Howie was lost for a chunk of time. I don't know how long that time was, and I don't think he knows either. Because I would wager that when you're fighting a tiger on a bus, and occasionally the bus crashes and you have to jump out of the bus and something happens, and then the tiger finds you again, because it was multiple maulings in my mind when Howie was being chased by that tiger.
The problem is D20 Live is a multiverse, so we've never confirmed that the tiger can jump worlds. So it's only so far it's only in the Worldwide Wrestling timeline where he can show up.
And made.
Because made. And
And
theoretically Scion. The problem is, if Howie gets his ass kicked in front of the girls in Scion, they're going to go, oh no, this poor man, get him off the bus.
Yeah.
And then I have to spend the entire adventure getting Howie back on the bus, because there is a point in time he has to go back to. Right? So
that's saying it's the same bus, Mike. It's a bus. We never said that it was the same bus. We said a bus.
Technically, World Wide Wrestling and Scion are in the same universe anyway, because Loki's
in the same universe, yeah. And it kind of does this neat explanation for why Worldwide Wrestling is that messed up. It's because they're actually in a mythological world and no one knows.
Yeah, the other thing is
especially the wrestlers.
Yeah.
The other thing is too, Time Tiger. Scarlet may have met Time Tiger the first time in Made. That doesn't necessarily mean Time Tiger was made in Made, and it could have been made in the Worldwide Wrestling world, and she accidentally brought it over
there. Yeah, at a later point in time. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm also assuming there's only one Time Tiger.
I like the idea that there's only one Time Tiger.
It's just
been this one dickish tiger.
Well, who knows? Maybe it's Warlock Willie causing all these problems.
Could be.
Favorite Warlock.
Everyone hates Warlock Willie.
I
can't believe you hate him. I don't get the hate.
The kid already has lore. Tom's late on the lore. There's already lore going on with this child.
I think my favorite, I'm trying to think what was my favorite game this year. And there's 3 that stick out in my head.
Hang on, we've got more. Howie versus D20 Live versus Wen. Howie versus Vecna. Howie versus the Lady of Pain. Howie versus Majima.
I don't want to do Howie versus Vecna, because Vecna would just do shit to him and see how.
But Howie versus Majima?
That's funny. That's just that is one scene from the beginning of Super Troopers. Okay, that's just the beginning of that whole game is the beginning of Super Troopers, where it's just Majima going to Howie's car going, oh, hi, and Howie not being able to speak Japanese, because you've never said he was multilingual in any way, and this Japanese man taking him with him on an adventure.
Dude, please get off my Nissan. I just bought it. It was my last $300.
Unasai! And he slaps.
Byron's in chat. Hey, Byron.
Byron, you want to come in and join us?
We're just in the green room if you want to join, but if not,
if you want to just vibe and relax, it's cool too.
It's totally fine. Time Tiger is the OG Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah, just with more claws and teeth.
Did he jump in?
He did. Just give him a second because he's got to put up his camera. Remember, I
you made it camera only.
I made it camera only.
Okay.
So there he is.
That's our boy.
There he is.
Hey, motherfucker.
Hey, everybody.
Oh man. So, my brain keeps. Sorry, guys. My brain keeps skipping gears without the.
Yeah, we're just on a long chat about if Howie got to meet Majima.
I've been paying attention.
Like I said, it's just him being dragged along on an insanely hilarious adventure, which would be just a fan fiction Tom and I would write and narrate, and just throw out to the D20 Live fans on like Patreon.
Okay, at one point there's got to be like a Ferris Bueller parade where everyone they're on a parade float continuously fighting, and everyone thinks it's part of the parade. They end up in the sewers, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a part where they're at the airport. They get through security because technically they don't have anything metal on them, and Majima clearly does a flip, so this dagger flies above the metal detector and he grabs it on the other side.
Here's the thing: I could see him trying to do that. It gets stuck in the ceiling, and then he throws Howie to get it back, and then they just have to run for the plane.
Like a dragon, Howie goes to Japan.
Oh. By the way, I did put Yakuza the Yakuza Like a Dragon series in the survey as a continuity we could go to. Because, surprisingly, when we did that Expendables game, that was surprisingly good.
Yeah, it was.
And we didn't touch
anything
any of what was there.
in Camarocho at all.
We sped run through Camarocho. We didn't do any of the side things. We just sped run through the main plot line.
Yeah. Well, the
So
thing
we
is,
talked to Mike afterwards. He planned.
yeah,
Yeah.
I literally
So
made mini
much.
games and everything. The thing
Yeah.
is, if I were to do a Camarocho game, it would have to be set during, like, it has to be after Kiryu, because otherwise, why would Kiryu not deal with everything? And it's quite clear from Judgment and Lost Judgment. I have to play Judgment and Lost Judgment to know what's going on there now. But there's clearly still people running around in Camarocho doing stuff. The problem is, every so often when something Yakuza shows up, Kiryu must inevitably return. And he's getting more tired of doing it. Like, it's starting to hurt him in a real
Yeah, eventually he's just gonna have a nurse wheel him in a wheelchair, and it'll go. "Ah."
Oh, you've seen the end of Yakuza 8.
Yeah.
It's you can put it right in the break between 6 and 7 guided.
Really? Oh, do we have any other questions from comments from the chat?
Not yet. So far, we've got a bunch of Howie in Japanese and stuff.
Oh,
I mean, it will be hilarious to see the gaijin that walked. God, the gaijin of plaid.
Here, I can actually fix my shirt now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be tied off like this, as opposed to like just open like a, like, because there's this, which is like, you know, the typical-
Open like a common streetwalker.
like a streetwalker. That's who I am.
Roxanne!
Roxanne!
You don't have to put on that red shirt.
This is supposed, because this is my Chinese New Year shirt, where I wear this when Chinese New Year happens.
And everybody, I can get away with that for 2 reasons. 1, I'm very good friends with Sam. 2, I'm on the other side of the friggin' country.
Nosferatu versus Howie.
Oh, man.
Howie would die.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
Or she'd turn,
Look,
she'd turn him and leave him in the basement.
How the thing is that Nosferatu would find Howie very interesting and very funny, and she might just keep him like in a little box and just be like, "All right, you just sit there for a little while."
Oh, so she ghouls him.
Yeah,
That's what
basically,
happens.
she's like, I don't
No,
want to
no.
kill him, but I also don't want to let him leave because he knows we now exist. But at the same time,
no, Sam. Do you really think Howie would figure out that they're vampires?
no.
No, he wouldn't. He'd think,
wouldn't.
oh man, I'm friends with so many goths. You people are real nice and friendly. Oh, you got Gatorade. I love Gatorade.
Oh, look at this LARP. All these LARPers around me. What's going on?
Oh, it's cool. I got a cousin who does it. He dresses up and makes Gundam figures too. Not to worry. I accept all kinds.
I'm also really annoyed that Chinese New Year this year is like literally the day before you come back after you're finished work.
Yeah.
And I'm so annoyed, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Just because...
You can't get more information than that because then
I
you'll be
know.
revealing our moving date.
I know. But it's so annoying. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, man. Oh my god. This year I'm going to be doing Exalted. I moved it down in the year because I want to see who we get from the charity stream who might be a good fit for it. Because so far I think it's the 3 of you for sure who's doing it.
I am looking forward to Exalted.
It's gonna be fun.
I can't believe you gave me responsibilities for that one.
Oh, shut
That's
up.
not a good idea.
Oh, shut
Also,
up.
thank you, Silver Fox R, for congratulations. He was another congratulations.
Yeah, that's the guy who's been catching my continuity mistakes on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's been really nice about it, actually.
I know. Like, well, to be fair, Silver Fox has actually been following us for a while.
Yeah.
Because I'll be posting whatever on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
And he'll be like,
He's a good
I
artist,
got you.
too.
And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, fuck, okay, I need to fix this right now. And the problem is that, like, everything else has been like, oh, you tell Sam to fix a thing. It's gone, guys. Unless you've put it in writing and I've written it down, it's gone.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of double duty on shit.
Pregnancy brain is real. I've lost like a lot of brain matter just for like things.
It's been hilarious because I have actually been telling you stuff when you're tired as a test run to see, because she's in Tribe.
I am in the Tribe.
For the new season to fill in for Scott and Devin. Well, not both of them. And I told her plot. And she's like, oh, that sounds really good. And I tell it to her right before she falls asleep at night. She forgets it the next day.
I forget it the next day, and
It's
everyone
great.
goes like, Sam, you heard it, right? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't fucking remember anything.
It's great. I have all of her insight, but none of her memory. It's what every man wants in a wife. Oh, so
It's accurate. That's accurate.
Byron, what was your favorite game this year?
Okay, top 3, Deadlands. Just because finally getting to play the MacGuffin Brothers was absolutely hilarious.
That was great.
I'm of course biased with the Highlander game because I had a lot of fun DMing that, and I gotta throw Baron Munchausen in there. Munchausen is just always an absolute train wreck of a game.
Munchausen's always fun.
This was a good year for Munchausen too.
So,
I was very happy with it this year.
hang on, we've got,
Tom, how about you? What's up?
We've got a couple. We got a question.
Alright.
We got a couple questions. Speaking of vampire, I have an interesting idea with the aftermath of the vampire werewolf game. Since Madeline and Tony had to leave the game, what if they became the new faction leaders? And I'm like,
I don't see that for Tony.
Tony doesn't. I know Tony doesn't want to.
He doesn't
and
have the brains for it.
Madeline doesn't want to. Madeline right now is focused on her vengeance against the bodega guy for some reason.
Yeah.
The
Sam Elliott bodega guy,
The
which
Sam
you
Elliott
weirdly,
bodega guy.
you weirdly had a rivalry with.
I have no idea why, but that's like legitimately the entire thing right now for her entire motivation. It's like, I need to get back at the bodega guy because I'm the baker. So, we'll come up with new faction leaders later.
If we go back to that, we might take a break after this year and do some horror.
Because I have an idea of what I want to do for horror after vampire, because I am in desperate need to do a Silent Hill game.
Ooh.
You also want to run Mothership, don't you?
I do want to run Mothership as well, right?
Yeah.
But like, I legitimately, I've had an idea for a Silent Hill game for a while, and I'm just like, I need to fucking do it.
I want to do a call game because I want to know if I can actually, because it's been a long time since I've done something horror, and I want to, and I've got you, Tom, you and Byron, and you guys are real horror aficionados, and I want to see how you guys take to it. Now that I'm with me experimenting with horror, but I got a practice call before I do it. Otherwise, it'll turn to yakety sax all over again.
Well, it all depends on the investigators you get for the game as well, right?
Yeah.
So.
And remember, horror and comedy are the exact same thing when it gets down to it. It's building tension and release. Except in one it's a joke, and the other it's a mild stabbing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and laughter is the original fear response too. So.
I know. But it'll be interesting to see.
We also have a question. It's Byron and Tom. What new systems are you looking forward to learn for the stream?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, I think combined between the both of us, I think we both know a lot of systems. But if it isn't in the survey, I would love to learn 7th Sea. Because I would love to play. I would love to play in the 7th Sea game when we do that. Well, we've done Exalted in our home game. Scion, I would love to get back into as well. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah. Which edition? Which edition of what, Rob Hagen?
Probably which edition of. Hold on, my brain died for a second.
Of 7th Sea, I think.
Yes, probably.
Oh, 7th Sea.
Probably first.
Of 7th Sea, it would be the version that Mike has right now.
That's version 1.
Yeah.
So, for me, I will argue that I don't know any of the games we play all that well. As
he runs Ghostbusters.
There. Did you see their reaction? Those are two DMs who are aggressively going, God, yes, read the fucking book, you moron.
You run Ghostbusters, and every year you're like, Mike, can you teach me Ghostbusters again? And I look at you and I go, it's WEG's D6 system. You roll D6s, and the last one is awful.
Yes.
I have it memorized because I've taught it to you 4 times.
Twice.
See, Tom has pregnancy brain by proxy.
See, the joke is that Mike, Byron, and Tom all have one brain cell, and it shifts between the 3 of them, right? And it takes a while because it has to go across provinces.
Yeah, and Mike's been needing it more than the rest of us right now, so he's been borrowing it more and more.
Yeah, it's why neither of us drive out here, because we end up with accidents because Mike's got the brain cell.
Yeah. All right, Sam, have you sent Mike out for weird food yet? No.
The weird. That's more personal information.
The only thing I will say, tomatoes. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's
A lot of tomatoes.
a lot of tomatoes.
So many tomatoes.
That's it. That's not weird. That's just odd.
Yeah. And you hate rice.
And yeah, and I can't eat rice, which is just like, it's so annoying to me because I'm Chinese, and I'm like, why can I not eat rice? And it's just, the baby doesn't like rice, so that's it. Those are the two things. It's tomatoes and rice. Those are the weird things. Anyway,
Well, Tom, you were telling me before the stream you had a couple of games you wanted to run. You want to tell the audience about them that you got your hands
Yeah,
on?
I was going to mention those. I kickstarted a couple of game systems a while back, and I've been debating of going into them because I have a Cowboy Bebop system for the anime, which, I mean, Guns and Jazz does sound like a fun time for everybody.
Yeah.
The one that I'm more leaning towards, and I don't know if I'm going to try, just because I haven't even read the system yet and it's just getting out here, is I funded a Monty Python not RPG system. So I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's relevant. It's not an RPG system. And I don't know if there's enough Monty Python fans out there. It's a weird one. Look, no, not us. I know we're all crazy Python fanatics.
Tom, you gotta remember, Red Dwarf.
Yeah, the Red Dwarf game is done really well in the metrics.
And there's enough people who really like the Red Dwarf game going like, I fucking know Red Dwarf. So
Yes,
we gotta do a Red Dwarf game next year.
However, I think we're like the only one outside of the actual Red Dwarf crew. I think we're the only people scratching that Red Dwarf itch in North America.
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
I heard we're getting a new series though. Just making sure there's no.
The last one was like 2 years ago.
They are currently in production on a new series.
Yeah.
Sam and Mike, what are your plans for balancing Baby and D20 Live? I'd assume a hiatus for the first month or so, but also can't continue to say congrats. Little potatoes are the best.
So we announced this on the Optimal Duo, and we announced this on the Patreon. From April to
the end of May,
when Enemy North happens, nothing's coming out.
Yeah.
At all.
Just we're putting a pause on everything just so that way.
Except maybe Persona episodes.
Except the Persona and like the Tribe maybe.
Maybe the Tribe, but I might give that a month to breathe, even though we're 6 episodes into the Tribe.
For recording, yeah.
For recording it. But the TLDR of it is there will be a 2-month hiatus right dead in the middle of the year, because you guys don't need to hear a stream and me and Sam both have to get up.
Yeah.
For those 2 months.
Because Baby will be screaming.
The good news is the fact that we are confirmed for North.
Yes.
We are bringing a new event to North.
Which means there's 2 things for North.
Yeah. Okay.
I will not be at North.
Yeah, Sam won't be, unfortunately.
Because Baby will be too small.
Yeah. We will whether or not we go back to YetiCon is up to whether or not YetiCon happens, because they've openly said they're having issues.
they're having issues. That's not a us thing. But the second that they're confirmed, we're gonna we want to go back. And there you may see the optimal spawn there. Maybe.
And the charity stream is going to happen this year.
Yes.
And I may be doing 8 hours in the GM chair.
But the best part about us moving right now means that we actually have a third person to do tech.
Yeah, and two other people to help us.
And 2 other people.
Three other people to help us take care of the baby.
3 other people to help us with the baby.
Yeah.
And one person because me and my brother will be doing tech, which would be great, because then we don't have if anything happens with the baby during a stream, I can run and go get the baby while my brother takes care of stream, and there will be no issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course Tom and I will be there helping out behind the scenes and everything too during the charity stream. So
yeah,
exactly.
So you won't have us for 2 months either on D20 Live or the Optimal Duo.
Yeah.
Because
baby.
Because baby. Sorry.
We're just gonna put a pause on it. It's okay.
Yeah. So for the month of April up until the end of May when North happens, at which point you will see me post fatherhood. And I will either be fatter or thinner. And that'll be an experience for all of us.
Either way, you're going to have a haunted look on your countenance.
I feel like
both.
The week leading up to North, I'm just going to sleep in a different room.
Probably.
Just to sleep.
To be fair, we have room. So.
Yeah, we do.
And I can't speak for Tom, but I am going to try and get out for North this year.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
So, have you guys ever heard of Fabula Ultima?
Yep. I have the PDF for it. I haven't checked it out yet. It is a JRPG because there's like 3 or 4 JRPG inspired TTRPGs. Ryutama's one of them. Kagari, the God Eater one, where you fight giant monsters, but you're in modern day. And the new really hot one is Fabula Ultima, which isn't made in Japan, but it's inspired by a lot of Japanese RPGs. Although, knowing Sam, I'm pretty sure the next season of Persona is going to switch over to an entirely new system, because guess who got our hands in the Shin Megami Tensei RPG?
Me. I did it. And we can do a whole thing in Nocturne, which is so much fun. I talked about it, I think, on the Optimal Duo, but basically, like...
Tell them. Tell these guys, because they'll find it interesting.
There are 3 different types of character things that you can do. So you can be a human, which is like a normal squishy human, and they can have like whatever class that they want. And then you can be a demi-fiend, which is what the main character is in Nocturne, which is basically they have the ability to summon spells and also the ability to fight things with their bare hands, which is fine. You kind of need one in order to you need a human in order to actually win the game. You need a demi-fiend in order to get through shit. And then there's also the ability to be a demon, right? Which is like, the Pixie and Jack Frost and everything. However, this is what I learned. You can be a demon that is possessing the body of a smaller demon, and that's how you gain levels.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you could be Thor and just be stuck in the body of Jack Frost and no one believes that you're Thor.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
At which point my brain was like, why would anybody want to be anything else?
Other than a demon, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
That's the most entertaining one.
I'd be Death in the body of Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
And I would have no sense of humor the whole time. With the deepest voice I can imagine going, hello.
Hee-ho.
Hee-ho.
Okay, I would probably be Asmodeus in the body of an idol singer. And just real cute pixie-looking body, and all of a sudden this deep voice coming out of the body.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're all Nicolas Cage again.
Oh, it's 3 levels deep. It's Nicolas Cage possessing Nicolas Cage, possessing the human Nicolas Cage, who is trying to... who no one believes is actually Nicolas Cage, and everyone thinks he's like a Nicolas Cage lookalike.
Whoops, all Cage.
Oops, all Cage.
We won't do that to you because we know you hate.
We know you do not like Nicolas Cage, Sam, so we would not do that to you.
No.
In a game in D20 Live, the home game, however, all bets are off, especially when you're running.
So, okay, Rob, real quick, we didn't suspend the Patreon. We've just limited which tiers you guys can get available right now from now until the end of May.
Yeah. So the idea was, my original plan was to turn off the billing on Patreon entirely, and just give you guys stuff for free. No one voted for that on the survey at all, and everyone said no, just take the goddamn money.
You need it for the baby.
Well, they didn't know we were having a baby at the time.
But I think they thought, they're like, you need it. Stop. Just take our money.
So I said, fine, we'll do it to everything's at the $1 tier, and everyone at the $1 tier gets everything, but you guys have to lower yourselves to the $1 tier. Only 2 people did that.
It's to save money until May from you guys, but people can choose whether or not how much they want to pay on Patreon. So people have decided, no, fuck it, we're just going to
keep paying the money we were paying, and I'm like.
So right now, everybody gets everything.
Yeah.
If you donate right now on the $1 tier.
Yeah, that will come to an end once we're
done our hiatus.
Yeah, in May.
But like it starts now, so you from now until May. The end of May, you guys can get everything on our Patreon for $1.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good deal for you guys, I think. Hang on. Did you guys want some We'll Be Right Back cards beyond the black and white text? I will probably make one.
Who's offering?
That was Silver Fox.
I mean, we'll take it.
I mean, we'll take a free one if you want to give it to us, but like, I also like, and we'll put your credit at the bottom of the
Yeah,
image,
of course.
But yeah, it's just one of those things of like I will probably make one at some point. Just be like, we'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Mike's screaming or something. And,
Sam, I love you. You're about to have a baby.
I know.
Take the freebie. Okay? You are a very capable woman. But stop putting things in the to-do pile
I
and
know.
take the freebie. Okay? Okay?
Okay. So, Mike, who is Zeus possessing?
A bull.
Incubus.
I mean, if we had a say on that, he would possess something like a vending machine.
If you had your pick, you'd be possessing Mothman. Okay? Have you two seen the Shin Megami Tensei version of Mothman?
No.
Okay, Google image search him real quick.
Okay.
And you will very much want to put him in that thing, especially because Mothman is weak to thunder.
Okay.
If I could
Also,
start
on a
paying
different note, if you
attention
need a We Are Experiencing Technical Difficulties page, Mike, I inadvertently almost made one last night.
Did you? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
found a
screwed?
photo of you like this.
Yeah, that is a great photo. I love that photo of you. It's a D20 live photo where you're.
I can share it quickly if you want.
If you want. I'm not going to click on it. You can put it in the...
No, we'll do it later.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm the Great Space Moth
Hello, I'm Zeus.
from space.
I swear to you, I'm Zeus. Bring me the bitches. You will feel my wrath.
Zeus possessing the Great Space Moth to avoid Sam.
No, I'm not Zeus. Ooh.
Ooh.
Terrible. Just terrible all around.
Yeah, Rusty was saying if he could start paying on Patreon again, he would not take the $1 option. More money to the creators.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Thank you for finishing the survey, guys. Yeah, that just a reminder, the survey is going on.
Yeah.
You can click on the links. People have been clicking on the survey stuff,
I wonder if I'm getting any responses. I'm going
which
to
has
take a
been
quick
good. Thank you very much, Tip, for pressing the survey thing every once in a while. Oh my god, my eyeballs.
What did I... But yeah, I'm trying to think what was... The thing is, here's the problem with me saying what new games I'm doing next year. One, I'm doing Exalted for sure.
Yes.
Period, end of sentence. I'm doing it in Essence Edition, because that's the most playable edition of Exalted we've ever found.
It is.
Oh yeah.
As Byron and Tom can attest. All four of us play Exalted 2nd Edition at home. None of us want to stream it.
No.
It's very annoyingly complex sometimes.
Like the only thing I'm gonna miss about not doing second edition is having Anathema.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like,
Yeah.
I think the problem is I know what two things you guys will miss. One is peripheral essence,
yeah.
which lets you guys burn essence without it showing up on your body in any meaningful way. The other is going to be combos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no combos in
Yeah.
Essence.
Aw.
When you see how it works, though, you'll see why there's not, and it doesn't make sense. It's just this charm works at this point, this charm works in these situations. They don't really touch each other.
Okay.
So it's like you know?
You already said you were doing SRW Gundam game this year. Yes.
Yep, that
we
is
are
literally
done.
the first game I am doing in February. I cannot click all the responses to check them, so
'Cause-
fuck it.
Because you're on private browsing.
No, I'm not.
You weren't?
No. Regular browser.
You're in normal browsing?
Yeah.
Are you logged in?
Yes!
Oh, well.
Why would I wouldn't be able to see settings if I could.
You can't see settings, though.
I can see the tab for it. Don't sass me.
I
Anyway,
will sass you.
I'd rather
I
you
am
didn't.
your wife and the mother of your child.
Oh, God. It's going to be the line for
Oh,
the
the
rest of
title gets longer and longer now.
See, this is the thing. Mike has decided at one point he will just go, you can't get mad at me. I'm holding the baby. And I'm going to fucking milk every other line in existence until this baby is born.
You don't have to.
I will, though.
But you don't have to. You could let me just
will.
have this.
No.
Mike, you can't get angry at her. She's holding the baby.
Shut up!
Right
Holding
now.
the baby.
I have so many months left of this pregnancy. Shut up! But the other thing I found, which I'm really happy, like, there's one thing I'm looking to kickstart in 2025, and that is I have no idea if we could even stream it because it's nigh impossible. But it is the Castle Zagig module, which I told you about, Tom. Byron, I don't think I told you about it.
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
All right, so let me give you guys a little history on this. So we all appreciate the fact that every Final Fantasy game, every Elden Ring game, Ultima, every fantasy, Diablo, every fantasy dungeon crawler of all time, in some way comes back to D&D. Even Diablo, not Diablo, Doom in some ways does, with the map layouts and things like that, right? We all appreciate that.
Anything with an RPG system, basically.
Yeah, or even certain kind of maps. All of that descends from Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. Is that the baby kicking?
No, there's a couple of people chatting. The baby did kick, but there's a couple of people chatting. They're doing a couple of things.
That is all derived from... Now, here's the thing. There is a dungeon that Gary would take out to cons and show people. This was his dungeon that promoted Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, Dave Arneson, Blackmore, and Janelle Jacquez and all that. But we're just kind of focusing on the lore and legend of it. And that was Castle Greyhawk. Castle Greyhawk is lost to time, ostensibly in history. I got my hands on the El Raja key, which is the notes of his co-DM, Rob Kuntz. And he wrote Castle Zagig, which is Greyhawk, as imagined by Gary Gygax, for Castles and Crusades. But you could adapt it to fucking anything. And he did 1/3 of it. And I've had those PDFs for years. The remaining maps finally got taken out of his wife's hands, and I have my own opinions about the situation with his wife that I'm not going to comment on.
That's not a
now. That is such a loaded issue, which it's not fair for anyone to really comment on one way or another. But those are going to be published through Troll Lord Games, and they're going to get kickstarted, and I can get the whole thing, which I'm excited to get. But it's Castle Greyhawk, and I don't know how to run a game in that. Because it's huge.
We forgot to put Tintin on the survey.
Oh, we did forget to put Tintin on the survey.
So, I realized because Queen totally just said we needed Tintin versus Loop in the third game, and I'm like, oh, we forgot to put fucking Tintin. Damn it. Our stupid cabal.
Oh my god, the cabal of condom men. Tom,
I fucking love that.
Look up.
Part of that one?
You have seen the picture of that.
It's...
Oh, yes. Okay, now it's ringing. Yeah.
It's the purple condom man.
Yeah, the greatest cabal in
you see, my mind was, wait, was that us? Did we do something to make that? And that was my process there.
No. That's legitimately straight from the show.
Yeah.
Because, Tintin's now in the public domain. Which is good.
So is Popeye.
I want to fucking do a Tintin game.
That's the new Expendables. Royalty-free characters. Steamboat Willie, Popeye, and Tintin. The new Spirit of the Century game.
Okay, so Miki Tiki has a question. What's something this past year on the stream you wish you could have done differently, if there was something, and if not, what would you do again?
Let me take a look, because I've got them here. Ghostbusters, not made. Angoria.
I would have liked to have read the rules to every system that I was involved in, and been a better player overall.
See, Tom, the chat already has your back on this one. They already said, the reason why you don't remember any rules is because Warlock Willie's just screaming in your brain.
I mean, I'll take that as canon.
It's just that's the canon answer. Warlock Willie's screaming in
Don't give him that kind of an excuse. He'll use it the entire year, chat.
Honestly, I remember being not 1,000% satisfied with Deadlands, and I feel like we could have gone crazier with that.
Mike, we went very crazy. I one-shotted a were-hyena.
I know, but I feel like some of the jokes I set up didn't land the way I wanted them to. But then again, that was also in January or early February last year, and I was not in a great place.
There was a lot of shit happening in January.
Yeah, there was.
Mike, you started us on railroads, actual railroads, to try and keep us in line.
Yeah.
Byron and I didn't even get crazy until the second act. You thought we were going to be the troublemakers. We were the rational ones.
Yeah, you were the right
There is
person.
no way you could have kept that contained.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, of the games that I know I ran, that's the only one that I have edits for. Even Angoria, who I'm notoriously very critical about for my own thing, I was actually happy with how that ended. Worldwide Wrestling was fine.
Did I do a maid game this year?
You did.
Oh, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I know you don't, but you did one.
Pregnancy brain.
Yeah.
When did it happen? I don't even remember.
The only thing I would have changed about Worldwide Wrestling was when the two orca I can't remember what it was, but you guys accidentally tagged two belugas in that game, and because you guys botched a move and you ended up in the beluga tank, and the oh my god, I cannot remember his name. The fucking boss, the booker.
Two-Tooth?
Yeah, Two-Tooth Mackenzie
There you go.
said that was a tag, and the fact that it was, I don't think I took that joke to 11, like I could have,
Hmm.
in a really good way. Like, I feel like I could have spiked that joke. You guys were great. Don't get me wrong. Marineland was the perfect place for us to go, and we were begging to go there.
Yes, but Mike, I will also then immediately defend you, because when we're at the last little mark, you asked, does anyone have any crazy they want to go? I said yes, and you said okay, and now you have a bear signed up as one of the wrestlers.
Oh my god, I do have a bear signed up as a wrestler.
Yes! You've gone full Tekken at this point! Who says you haven't gone full crazy and done that correctly? One of us has to fight a bear or do a tag team with an actual goddamn Kodiak!
Yeah, well, it'll be Ghoul more than likely.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah,
honestly,
and Ghoul the White.
yeah, I honestly wanted to heal it up even more during Worldwide
I
Wrestling
remember.
and really antagonize the audience.
Yeah, I remember.
They hated me in
God,
chat,
they
and I
enjoy booing
loved
you.
it.
They enjoy booing you.
I
Spirit, what's up?
I can't remember any fucking game. The only game I remember, there's two games I remember. I remember doing Blades, and I remember writing the notes for Vampire.
You don't remember Mutants and Masterminds at all?
Oh, right! I was in that! I was this year! Oh my god!
Is this what it's like talking to me half the time? Oh yes, I was in that game!
Okay, this is how bad my pregnancy brain is, alright? Also, to be fair, there was a very traumatic thing that happened in May, which we're not gonna get into. But, like, fuck, I forgot that Mutants and Masterminds was this
We
year.
ended the quantum shortcut ship,
We
finally.
did. It landed, so
It
it's
landed.
fine. But, like, it just, fuck, I forgot that happened this year.
Landed, hell, it ran aground finally.
Spirit, I feel like I could have done a little better, but I don't know what was... because here's the problem. I was really hard on myself for a lot of stuff this year.
You were.
So, like, it felt like some stuff wasn't just going bang, like, to the highest extent it could. I'm, like, because Spirit and Expendables were all like, there's a second pass of that I can do to make those better.
Oh no! I know what I would do over again.
What?
I would redo our intro to Dune.
Oh, yeah?
I would make our characters way hornier.
We were horny enough. Jordan was telling us to shut up.
I didn't feel like we were horny enough.
No, we did. I distinctly remember Jordan telling us to shut the fuck up. And being like, stop. I enjoyed Werewolf and Vampire a lot as a two-pack. And I enjoyed Scion. And I enjoyed Pendragon this year. And I very much enjoyed Baron Munchausen. Yeah. Expendables for me didn't feel like it hit just as hard as the Camarocho game did. But I know what I'm doing for next time to make that work.
Oh, okay. Next question. Thoughts on OVA? I remember Mike recommending it over Bessem. What makes it interesting?
The problem is the dice mechanics. The dice are a little better in... Okay, so... It's kind of an apples and oranges sort of situation. A lot of people like OVA because the creator isn't as problematic as Chris McKinnon, unfortunately. And it has that same point buy thing going on. The question is which dice mechanic you like better. Because the problem is with Bessem, there's a certain point where when your stat line gets to 7, where you're good at everything. And there's no point. You're just going to succeed. That is the only problem with the tri-stat system. With OVA, it's a little different. I think it can escalate a little better. But I've kind of gone back on that in recent years because I also got the Best of Red book recently.
Okay, we got actually. There's a lot of fucking things.
Sure.
Deadland has to work against the new point system on Twitch. Hang on. Well, there's a spirit game. They need to see Tintin. Popeye can't use super strength from spinach yet. That's the one that's the one that the Popeye that's in public domain is the one that's not super
strong.
Super strong. It's just the regular Popeye.
Oh no.
You know, the one that can just break the laws of physics at a moment's notice.
Yeah, you know. Mike, be careful to remember who you're talking to in the call. I think that I don't remember. I don't know what that was in thing for. Robobo Chance Rescue. Oh, that's for me. Mike, Angoria was amazing. I would love to see more from that world, but only if you have it in you, of course.
The thing with Angoria is I need to play that now with a new group of people, and because Devin's left, and I know, and Tom's on his way out too after the tribe. But what I want to do with Angoria is when I go back to that world is have a whole new cast, and it's just other people in the 13th Legion. But I have to run that for you guys at home for our home game. Which I don't think either of you have a problem with, going into my original world and seeing all the weird shit that I never got to do.
No, you know what? We could probably pencil that in after we do Pendragon again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Exalted. Because we'll get to the end of Exalted eventually.
The ending of M&M was also great, but it hit me in the feel so hard seeing Devin leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough.
To be fair, there's a lot of stuff going on in Devin's life right now, and he needed to not be on fire. So that was the priority. And that's all we're gonna say about the end of Devin leaving, because he has his privacy.
Same with Tom.
Yep. Hang on. Distracted by Void Cat.
Yeah. Agatha's in my lap right now.
What's up, everybody? Hello? I don't see the Sea Witch, Jeep, and Sweet Pea aren't public domain yet. Like, fully understandable. Yeah, no, like, but yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, Tom, not this Tom, the other Tom.
Yeah.
Is also leaving D20 Live as soon as the tribe is finished.
Yeah. Not my life, but D20 Live.
Just D20 Live. Just because, you know, he also has his life on fire and needs it to not be on fire. Right?
Yeah, he had to make a very big choice. And I fully respect that choice. The fact is he actually made that choice way back in November.
Yeah, it's just taken that long.
And he was we had a long talk about it, and he's like, okay, I still want to stick around for the tribe though. And he's still gaming with me though. Yeah. We still see each other once a month for our games. So he's not out of my life. Byron, your cat's hitting the hell out of the microphone.
Fine.
No, she's giving me a death stare because I picked her up when she didn't want me to pick her up. All right, you can leave now.
You're interested in learning the revised version of Pathfinder 2nd for Angoria, Mike?
Not for Angoria, but actually probably for the charity stream. I'm not gonna lie. That may be the system we're doing for the charity stream. For various reasons. Not least of which is the fact that Paizo's unionized.
I would love to see more Warhammer.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now. If we did a Warhammer game,
Warhammer
Tom,
or 40K?
this Tom,
yeah,
myself, and Vangelis would be completely insane in that game.
The question is, would we do Warhammer Fantasy or 40K? And if
Probably
we're doing,
40K.
And if we're doing 40K, are we doing Death Watch?
Again.
For half, because half the cast isn't there anymore.
Well, we can...
Or are we doing Rogue Trader, which a lot of people have wanted us to do?
Yeah.
And if we're doing Rogue Trader, the only guy I trust to run that is Jordan.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one who knows the lore that well to do Rogue Trader.
Also, kitties. Just saying, the cats... I can't have a cat, so Mike and I will never have a cat, unfortunately, because I'm allergic to cats. You will see many cats on Byron and Tom's cameras many, many times, because Tom's literally got cats everywhere.
Yes, and I have two voidlings at home. One of them is Wednesday, and the one here at my feet is Agatha Harkness.
How about you guys? What was your favorite, like least favorite games that you thought needed edits? Because we never really answered that for you guys.
Least favorite? Are you talking about the games that we were in, or just in general?
Well, because Byron, you only ran Highlander.
Yeah, I honestly, with that one, I wish I probably would have pushed the plot a little further and got you guys closer to the end game. But that being said, if we do end up doing Highlander again this year, I'll just get you guys to the plot thoroughfare a lot quicker.
Are you happy with how the tone kind of changed and went from the more serious thing we were doing to outright comedy?
You know what? You need, as I said when we were talking about it afterward, you need to have those points of levity in a Highlander game, because just by the nature of it itself, it's kind of a sad tale when you think about it. Like, these people have been alive for this long, and you don't realize that there's such a huge price to immortality. But that being said, the levity that was in there, I think, was needed.
Okay.
Yeah, especially like Nash going when he got his quickening.
Yeah.
You forgot to put Linkar as a choice on who we'd like to see more in D20 Live part of the survey. Fuck!
Oh, we did?
Shit. Okay.
In all fairness, it's not hard to get
That's
Linkar.
not on purpose. That was more than likely.
That was an accident.
That was more than likely my pregnancy brain going.
Because you were doing the survey.
I was
You
doing-
offered to do the survey
I
this
offered
year, and I'm
to
like,
do
are
the
you
survey.
sure? And you went, yes.
So if there's any mistake, that's my fault. Just saying, it's because pregnancy brain is bad. So I'm sorry. It's not on purpose. Legitimately, I would put Linkara back on that fucking list.
Guys, write him in.
Yeah, write them in if you can.
Tom, how about you?
What I'd do different?
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have brought a baggie of meth to the Highlander game.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that didn't.
Yeah.
That didn't go over the way you wanted it to.
It did.
No.
It did land. It did land quite the way you wanted to.
No.
There's some
It did
games.
not bring up. It was not quite as funny, and it was more of a distraction than blue herring meth.
Yeah. There's some games where using narcotics worked, like
Cocaine Bear.
like Cocaine Bear and Shadowrun, when we tried to cyber augment a tiger, but we were a much sillier place then.
Yeah.
Where we gave a tiger Novo Coke because it was funny.
I think that was the concept for Time Tiger at some point.
Yeah,
where it
what happens
just-
with that?
Yeah. It's like, how much Nova Coke and radiation can you put in a tiger in order for it to go through time? And
Yeah.
we're like, this much.
Grande. But yeah, I think because your character was the only one dealing in the drugs and not all of us.
That's what I mean. Like, it just
Yeah.
he didn't quite stick it with the tone. That's the one thing I would have changed a little bit.
It'd be kind of funny if he sobered up and became like this 12-step reformist therapy guy afterwards, where he was just like, and
I
you
was
just
going
quoted,
straight punk.
yeah,
Punk the entire time. Like, he's been around for so long. He's just, you know what? Every system is broken.
yeah.
Yeah, but maybe the drugs are not the way to do that.
Yeah. A rebel. It'd be funny if he was rebelling older systems, because he knew the root of like where all these cultural movements we know of come from. So he's not anti modern conservatism. He's anti the original Roman Catholic Council of Nicaea. What? You
That's
know what?
only hurting your character.
It's fine. I don't care. My guy's like Jupiter Roman. He's just like, you know who really fucked up? The Council of Nicaea. Those motherfuckers ruined it for everybody. And we gotta tear it down from then. Like, he knows that. I think you could do a lot more fun with if you did your history on, like, the roots of social movements.
Hang on, Silver Fox, I have a question. What do you mean Quantum seemed based on Mike's Mistborn character? Quantum was before that.
Yeah, Quantum predates.
Quantum predates
I will
that
be
guy.
right back.
Yeah.
Yep.
He, Quantum was originally in
Terrible Warriors.
Terrible Warriors as an adult who was kind of a goober superhero. And when he got brought into D20 Live when we were doing a high school setting, I'm like, oh, this is perfect for him.
Because
Quantum. But he is not based on my Mistborn character. That guy was my attempt to make a Bruce Lee character.
Yeah. I forgot about that. And also,
I love him. I love him.
He had such an obsession with letting people know that he did not have genitals, but he totally did.
I forgot that I did that the whole time. So, okay. A weird detail of the Mistborn novels is that there is a group of people. There's three different magic systems in Mistborn. There's the people who can consume metals, and they get power from it. And there's another one where they get impaled in nails, but don't worry about that.
It's evil.
It's the evil one. And then there's the middle ones, who they only come into physical contact with metals. Now, a lot of the men from that demographic of people, and it's kind of weird now in 2024 to 2025 to mention it, but they are specifically gelded in that continuity to kind of prevent more of their own kind from showing up, because the Emperor of Evil is trying to control who has magic in his world, right? So I made this Bruce Lee martial artist kind of character who his whole thing was, because he had copper on him, I believe it's copper from memory, he could tap in memories of martial arts styles, and he wore them in plates on his coat, right? So he was this cocky, arrogant martial arts guy, and because I read the book and I'm like, I want to see a martial artist use this stuff. And the whole thing was, clearly he was never gelded. He's clearly in his physical prime, but he's supposed to be as a male from this culture. And so the whole gimmick was, by the way, I don't have a penis. And then he would say this after beating the shit out of people. Oh, I miss him. Of all the characters we've lost, as well as a lot of the ones I've done with Dom.
Yeah,
I miss the bush and the bard that I did.
I love that bush. That was a great
That bush is coming back. I gotta figure out a place to put him.
It was the weird plankton bush.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Tom looks like he's confused. So,
It's a very strange lore drop you're doing here that I'm not familiar with.
Dom made a game where it was called Misadventures at MonCon or something like that.
He made a monster convention.
It was a monster convention. So everybody, we all played monsters. So what we did was, this is what Mike and I did. So we were playing a couple that were going. I was a dryad, and this is my talking bush.
I picked the lowest CR monster I could find that still gave XP in the 5th edition core book, and I picked a bush. And I'm like, okay, I have to have the biggest ego in the group.
So he was Plankton with his hot girlfriend.
And that was the whole gimmick, was, you may have beaten me, but I have a hot girlfriend.
Look at me with my hot hippie chick.
And I actually did take out an adventurer's
You
party.
did. It was really funny.
Because up until that point, my arch nemesis was an old woman and her cats. Because I'm a bush, right?
Yeah, and the cats peed on you, clearly.
Yeah, clearly, right? Yeah. But somehow I took out an entire adventuring party by virtue of the one feature that the bush has, where if it stops moving, it looks like an inert bush. So I played dead, and they walked past me, and I had a lightning rod in my branches, and they didn't spot it.
Queen Totally, the reason why the Super Robot Wars and Gundam games are not in the what we want to see in new games is because this is new properties.
Yeah.
Right? We already know that Super Robot Wars and Gundam is wanting to be seen because it's already in the old survey of, like, these are all of the games, right?
Yeah.
We know that people want to see it. That's why it's not in the where else we want to see it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only thing. But yeah, I love that bush. That was a great character.
I love that character so much. We got to bring it back. If we do another fantasy monster game, it will solely exist so that I can play that bush again.
Yeah.
With you.
I love that game. It was fun. But yeah, no. Hang on. There's another question. What's a fandom anime game book you'd like to do an RPG of that doesn't have a system?
So I'm guessing, I'm going to interpret that as, what's an anime I wish I could do a game on?
Yeah, that doesn't have a system already.
You guys can answer first. I don't want to think about this.
I love that bush.
You know what? Just because I think it would work really well in the world of Exalted, Fist of the North Star.
Ooh.
Could you imagine a Fist of the North Star game in Exalted?
Yeah.
I mean, I practically do that anyway in our home game with the pressure point attacks that I do, but still.
Yeah, no, I could. Yeah.
Yeah. tweak it a little bit, it would really work.
Yeah, right?
I mean, obviously some charms are just right out, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Baki the Grappler. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That would go, yeah.
You know what? You could take the world of Bastard and put it into a fantasy RPG.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do a game in the world of Bastard.
I'm trying to think. The problem is my knee-jerk reaction was finding the most mundane, day-to-day hobby one and taking it to 11. Like,
That would be a slice of life anime.
like a slice of life anime, but like using something like Rhesus, which is the anything goes RPG, where you can just roll stats you make up, and having it be that the players are trying to get through the day in a cooking competition of some kind, and how they sabotage each other, and have us take it to 11. But if in an actual canon, let me think. What do I want to?
Cooking Wars.
Cooking Wars.
Gordon Ramsay.
Maybe.
See, the first thing that came to my mind was summertime rendering, but only because of the fact that
That-
it's not I want to do summertime rendering in an RPG. I want to have a plot that's as good as summertime rendering.
That is an impossible thing.
I know.
That
I-
is
I have another one.
yeah.
In Spirit of the Century, we do Bakano.
Oh,
Oh.
Right?
Ooh, we do the train.
Right?
That would just be
Everybody-
that would just be
and
Bakano
everybody's
on the
quit-
Bakano on the Penetratus
It
though.
would be though.
Yeah, and but everybody that's on there is looking for the immortality elixir. Right?
God damn it! I wasn't going to do a spirit this year, Byron.
Rob said done it on the TTRPG.
You know what? Yeah.
You would do done.
I would do Dandadan. The only reason there's no Dandadan plot literally in my head right now is I don't have it in my head.
Mostly because you're enjoying Dandadan.
I am.
And you just want to ride the ride.
I do want to ride the ride until I come up with the idea. Hang on.
Don't dissect it yet, Mike.
Are you seriously adding a Bakano spirit game?
I'm writing it in my
Mike?
notes. I'm writing it in my notes.
Oh, here we go.
Let the man cook.
Rusty put Higurashi, and I was just like, no. He also put JK, but
Sam, we could do Higurashi in the maid system.
no, don't make me do Higurashi. Oh, fuck.
Okay, I see a very fun one in the chat. Star Trek Lower Decks, but you are quite literally having them clean the crew on a deep space station.
Let's find the elixir.
I'd have fun.
Oh.
Maid Garashi. There we go, Rob Hagen.
Oh, no.
The problem is that literally, as soon as Byron said "in maid," 7 ideas showed up in my head, and
I'm gonna make a note for you.
I will never remember any of them after this, and I'm gonna go like, "What does this mean?" Oh, fuck.
Higurashi made. What was the other one?
What, Fist of the North Star Exalted?
No, that Exalted's going to be Fist. That's just
Star Trek Lower Decks.
yeah, Lower Decks, because there is a Lower Decks rulebook.
Yeah. Delicious in Dungeon Cook-Off.
I hate Delicious in Dungeons so much.
Food Wars. Delicious in Dungeon versus Food Wars.
You know, just because of the old school nature for because I am an old taku.
Yeah.
Doing a fantasy RPG in the Slayers universe will be another hilarious one.
The problem is what system that might actually be a system where something like either Sword World or Fabula Ultima would work.
Yeah. You could also we could also kind of rejigger Pathfinder 2nd Edition for that too.
The problem is you need something to be Dragon Slave.
Yeah.
And I don't know a spell in there that's really equivalent to Dragon Slave.
Delicious in Reverse Dungeon. This bush can cook. The bush is the one
Oh
cooking.
God, no! Delicious in Dungeon Food Wars. The bad guy's the bush. You have preyed on us for too. Every year.
This happens.
I hate
was
delicious.
I planted myself outside the finest 5-star restaurants in France. I've seen more cooking done in an evening and more chefs throwing knives than you have in all of culinary school.
Also, hang on. Somebody screamed out. Okay, Tip has stats for Slayers apparently.
Is that Slayer's? Is that the Tri-Stat?
Yes.
Is it from Bessem? Because I think I have the PDF for that.
Queen of Tully. Hey, Mike, what was the game I gave you? What was the idea I gave you for D20 Live game? I don't know. There's a lot of them. He's written a lot.
I wrote them down.
There is one where he has specifically said because of Queen of Tully. It's
Where
in
is
his
it?
scratch notes.
I have one, thanks to my partner, who's just off screen, that actually would work, but it's more
Tom,
odd
you're the one
system.
who said not to acknowledge that she's in the room.
What? No, that's just a cat. No, but weirdly enough, Dungeon Crawler Carl via Pathfinder would be a really fun one. Because you start off as you. You have to write your own stats as a shitty level 1 human and see how far down the dungeon you can get, sudden death style.
Okay, if we're doing that, then we're just going to do Greyhawk. Like, I will take the Castle Zagging rule, because I'll run that in an OSR style and send you guys down there. And say it's Dungeon Crawl, because I that is exactly how I would do Castle Greyhawk.
Like, we have to write our own stats and just see what we can get going through the entire dungeon.
No, you're playing it OSR style. Good luck.
Do
you know?
I'm going to die.
Do you know OSR? Yeah, okay, you do.
I'm going to die a lot, often, and
Greyhawk itself?
never going to find our
Greyhawk
loot.
Isekai.
Yeah, that's because you can. Okay, so here's the thing I've learned from Castle Greyhawk. Anyone who tells you fantasy RPGs, TTRPGs,
And
should have
verisimilitude.
and have verisimilitude is full of shit. Because I have read the Araja notes, and I'm sorry, those motherfuckers didn't give a shit about verisimilitude. You want to know why? You want to know why? I've read the fucking notes. You want to know why? There are portals to Asgard. There are portals to Wonderland. There's a portal to King Kong's Island. Island of the Ape. Okay?
It's a whole level.
The whole level. It's just the Island of the Ape. Verisimilitude in Castle Greyhawk doesn't exist. You want to know what Zagig does to you if you get to the bottom? He teleports you out and says, "Good job!
You did it.
You did it. Now be teleported halfway across the planet."
This is about the grind.
Okay?
Really? We don't even get like a
You don't
a
get
button that says
shit!
I survived Castle Greyhawk.
You did-
Like we don't even get like a participation sticker.
Don't get shit!
I survived Castle Greyhawk and all I got was this terrible t-shirt.
Tom, we'll go to the Rocket and we'll get shirts made saying we survived Castle Greyhawk.
Yeah, we'll get shirts.
Yeah.
But I would
What
literally...
shirts would you get them? Castle Greyhawk! We had to go through the entire thing and make our own damn shirts because someone's too cheap to make t-shirts for us!
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Alice in Wonderland portal and the Dormouse that kicks Spoonie's ass.
Yeah.
That Dormouse is like a level 18 monk. It's weird.
Yeah. But yeah, I would run them through Castle... I would run them through... If we were doing Dungeon Crawler Carl, I would make it an OSR adventure. You guys would lose characters all the time. We would just stop where we stopped once a year, and we'd be like, "See where you guys get next year!" Ha ha ha!
That's just mean.
Yeah.
That's just really mean.
It would just
But
be...
it'll be funny as hell on the way there.
Yeah.
Yes, but we need it monthly. Because there's
ReZero
no way
versus
we could do it
Greyhawk.
only once a year and get any progression.
That's the point.
No, Tom.
Never learn.
Tom, no. We make it once a year, but we make it in person, so that way we're all in the same room while we're recording it.
What's up, Sam? What?
Sorry, I misread a comment.
Uh-huh.
Because it says, "What do you get from clearing Castle Greyhawk a medal of some kind?" At which point my brain was like, "Oh, what do you get from cleaning Castle Greyhawk?" And I'm like, "Oh no, you could play a game where you are the cleaners in Castle Greyhawk."
You're the janitors cleaning up.
And I'm like, that would be so funny too. And I'm like, shit.
I would so play a reanimated skeleton in a maid outfit for that game.
I would happily be a janitor.
Maidhawk.
Countless adventurers seek glory. You seek none of it. You emerge from your broom cupboard with only one desire: to clean.
You know, it's a real shame I don't have a nose anymore. If I did, I'd be able to smell that lemon pledge that we've got on the floors now.
I don't know why, but my knee-jerk reaction to picking an anime setting is Helsing in the years where Alucard's gone. And just what the Integra Foundation, what the Helsing Foundation did
Cleaning
to
our
fight
fridge.
monsters while he was gone.
Made crossover with Castle Greyhawk. Yeah, that's what it would basically be.
Yeah, your master recastles
It, being a,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mike, no, we know that. That was our Musketeers game.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, it was.
No,
Another game
you
that
don't understand.
never
We've
recorded.
established that, the Van Helsings, that's Boswell's family.
Yeah.
Boswell would have free reign.
Yeah, that was our Regime Diabolique game,
Oh.
home game.
That was good.
That was a lot of fun.
Again, there were two games that I regret never recording, and though it's that one and our Mutants and Masterminds villains game,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
regret.
it turns
every
out you
day.
can commit war crimes against vampires, and my character, Boswell Van Helsing, found a lot of new ones.
I threw it.
The many uses for Brian against supernatural forces.
Fun fact, I caused a car accident before cars existed.
Yeah, the child has woken.
Yeah.
Uh,
How are they doing?
they're kicking a lot. Ugh. So, at one point they kicked so much that I actually missed a message. And
Oh,
I was
dear.
just like, oh well. Hear me out. Orrin High School Host Club.
It's all bards.
It's all bards.
It's all bards.
Oops, all bards.
Yeah, it's Oops All Bards. And
Game.
and honestly, Mickey, you don't want all of us playing bards because we won't get anything done.
No.
No, because the game will not be to get to the goal. The game will be to out-bard each other.
Yeah.
Which is a game that none of us can win.
Here's the thing. You would need to have all of us be in a game. Someone would have to DM it, and it would all be the Ponzi schemes we invent in every town we go to as bards, going, just don't fuck with each other. But there has been a growing demand for the D20 Live team to do that kind of morally dubious take over a town game, because they wanted us to do a Thieves World style game for a very long time.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay,
wanna
so the
do a
rule
Thieves
is we can't say no to each other's plans, and if someone comes up with a plan, we have to help them.
Yeah.
So the closest we could be to good is neutral.
Yeah.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
JoJo the Disco Years.
Jojo what?
JoJo the Disco Years.
Ha!
That just saying JoJo in the 1970s.
The final boss in the all bard game, Lord Nauticus. The yes and game.
It's just gonna be Nauticus going, you've hit the endurance round of the competition, boys.
That last hour of Oops All Bard will just turn into Baron Munchausen.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Who can bluff harder?
That is our Oops All Bards game. That is Baron Munchausen. Because all it is all just trying to one up and bullshit each other.
Do you want the Chaosium Thieves World stuff in PDF?
I think I have it.
Oh wait, fuck. Okay, that
Hang on, the
reminds-
Chaosium Thieves World? Because I thought Green Ronin had the Thieves World stuff.
This reminds me because we're gonna have to change the PO box
Yes, we do.
because we will no longer be within driving distance to go
Of the
get
P.O. box, yeah.
PO box. We're gonna have to go and get a new
Yeah.
PO box.
We also have to take the P.O.
Yes,
box.
you should write that down before you both forget.
Yes.
Hey, should maybe Tom and I create a P.O. box out here for any stuff that wants to get sent out west?
We would just mail it to you at
Yeah, we
our
mail it
expense.
to you.
We would mail it to
Okay.
you at our expense. Yeah,
Okay.
we gotta do that, but we also have to take the old P.O. box information out of all the old videos, and I don't want to do that.
I will eventually do that.
Okay.
Because that's a copy paste thing.
Yeah, I just don't want to go through all
No,
of
no,
those
I
screens
know,
and take
I
it out.
understand. Like that's a me thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just thought of another one too. Do a cyberpunk red game in the style of Akira.
Ooh.
Right?
I gotta finish the Cyberpunk game this year, though,
Yeah.
and move into red.
Stop moving the table.
I can't help it. My leg is locking up. I pulled my leg this morning in bed, and I almost screamed and woke you up. So I'm just trying to stretch it out. What did I find that was?
Just look at my wall of inspiration and we. No one would understand, but I want it. Chuck Steele, Knight of the Trampires.
No one would get it. We're the only ones
No
who know
one would
about Chuck
get it.
Steele, and it's great, but no, we're the only ones who know
It's
about it.
amazing.
Cyberpunk Red Ghost in the Shell.
That's just Ghost in the Shell, though.
Ooh.
That's just Ghost in the Shell.
Mike does have Cybergen to do that Akira game.
I do.
See, if I was to do a Cyberpunk Red Ghost in the Shell, I would completely remove the cyberpsychosis portion of it because so many are fully Borged up
Yeah.
in the world of Ghost in the Shell.
I'm trying to think what I would want to do. The problem is all of my inspiration has been moved out, and the only thing on my shelf right now is a bunch of Charlie Brown comics.
Yeah. Because they're tiny and they can
Yeah.
go in any box.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be a weird one.
Battlestar Galactica for some strange reason.
it's still here.
What one, Tom?
A Tony Hawk's Underground tile game, where we start off as a bunch of street punks, working as a team, having to fight our way up to the skating championships.
I would cheat.
Wasn't there one where we were doing the Warriors?
Yeah, Byron's pitched that for next year.
Oh I did pitch a game set in the world of the Warriors. Actually, Sam, it was going to be a Scion game because
Yeah, that's what it was.
every gang would be like scions of a particular member of the Dodecathion, the Greeks, because the Warriors is actually based on a story from Greek myth.
I really like the idea of Dungeon Crawler Carl and the Greyhawk Isekai because I wanted to do an OSR game with you guys for a while, and setting it in Greyhawk is like the perfect place. Well, Castle Zagging, I suppose.
And I
Rob
meant all you gotta
says-
do is add a terrible AI voice that's constantly mocking us the whole time whenever we get stuff.
I have questions. Why
Rob,
do you
Rob
suck?
says that he can send us photo references because he lives in New York City.
Oh, please do.
Do a Charlie Brown game. See who steals the football.
Charlie Brown versus Cthulhu is what I'm reading.
No, God, no. I'm not
No,
tainting my.
are you kidding? If there's anyone that could beat Cthulhu, it's Snoopy.
Yeah. but
Snoopy
that's-
did beat the Red Baron.
He did beat the Red. No, he didn't. He never beat the Red Baron. The Red Baron always kicked his ass.
No, because there's a song where
Song.
there's a song,
Red Baron.
the Red Baron,
Okay.
where Snoopy beats him.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, no. The Exalted game is something that's really on my head. I'm mad that I now have an idea for Spirit because I was going to give Spirit a break for a year.
So I'm not sorry about that, Mike.
Yeah. Higurashi and Maid, though, is something I'm going to whisper in your ear in a few months' time.
Legitimately, when I have enough brain
Yeah.
and I can write it again, because
Now you can say that out loud, Sam. How are they doing?
they flipped.
So, our kid moves a lot. A lot.
They really do. Like, legitimately, okay, like, fuck. Sorry.
Okay, so can I bring up one thing, Sam?
Yeah.
So we knew months in advance that Mike and Sam were expecting, and then Sam tells us that early fetal movement is
Oh, yeah.
called the quickening.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Right before your Highlander game.
Right before the Highlander game is
Before
great.
the Highlander game.
We could not stop snickering
It
relentlessly,
was
like children.
The entire game, Sam is just going,
The quickening.
and she, if you go back to that footage, she'll every so often look at me and go,
The quickening.
and I'm like, stop looking at me. They're gonna know.
The quickening overwhelms me.
Ugh.
Yeah, I laughed very, very hard when Sam told me that. And it
I
was
had-
right before the Highlander game.
It was. I found out because, like, legitimately, it was one of those things. It was so early in the pregnancy, and they were just like, "Oh, like," and I'm looking it up. It's like first fetal movement is also called the quickening, and I'm like, "Excuse me?" And I went to my doctor, and she's like, "Oh yeah, have you been feeling the quickening?" And I'm like, "There can be only one." There can be
I
only.
really shouldn't just drop that weird shit and tell it you.
I told the first person I told was Mike, and then the second person I told was Byron because I was
Yeah.
like, Byron,
Yep.
Byron. But yeah, this child moves so much. Like, fuck, like, they're supposed to move maybe about 30 times a day. This child moves like 65 times an hour. So
I've told that to coworkers who were pregnant, and they went, "Your poor wife." What I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of other continuities that I want to touch on.
oh man.
Because I've done a lot of them. My thing right now is I really want to make Exalted banger. And for Byron and Tom, I can explain to you exactly how it's going to be good for you guys by saying one word. And when I say that word, you both will know exactly how hard I'm going to start. You guys ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Thorns.
Your dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am gonna punch so many people in the soul.
That's all you need to know. All I had to say to you guys was thorns. And you both went, "Oh, you fuck." And you know exactly what I'm doing, don't you?
Yep.
Ooh, Undead Unluck. We could do an Undead Unluck game.
We could, but we have to watch way more of it.
Yeah, we
Because
would have
it's
to-
gone places.
I know it's gone places now, but like we could totally do an Undead Unluck game, and that would
Yeah.
totally be fun too.
Yeah, no, I very much...
I just thought of another one.
Uh,
Mutants and Masterminds, but for Mob Psycho 100. Everybody's got Esper abilities.
yeah.
Would work. And so I have an odd one that we've never done.
What's that?
How come? And again, knowing your players, Mike, this is a very obvious one. Why have you never done a slasher movie where you get to be the monster, hunting and killing all of your players?
You awoke something.
We all get to be terrible teens, the worst people that we all hate.
We can do that in the Kids on Bike system.
Oh, we
You're
could.
doing that in Call.
Do that in Call.
You're doing that in Call.
Right? Because, again,
You won't make
we,
it...
as players,
you won't-
could
you
make the
won't.
worst people.
You won't make it out alive.
No, that's why we
understand,
make
Tom?
the
Tom,
worst
Tom,
people imaginable.
Won't fucking make it out alive.
That's
Something...
why it's a slasher
you
movie.
awoke something in me.
I mean, it just gives Tom and I an excuse to sit down and watch a bunch of slasher films.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can teach you the basics. We can skip over like
Oh,
the
I know
horror
the
stuff.
basics. I know the basics of slasher horror.
Tom, what have you done?
Oh,
It
that...
would be fun.
Oh.
You get to make your own Jason or something along those lines.
Oh.
Probably more likely a Freddy. Let's be honest.
No, he's gonna be fucking quiet.
Mike as a
He's
slasher.
not gonna say a goddamn word. It's gonna be like the Terminator hunting you.
Hang on, it says Mike as a slasher.
Oh, so we got
would
Michael
be-
Myers.
Mike as a slasher would have the dice curse in full effect.
Well, no, it would be every near miss, right?
Yeah.
That's how it would be, and it's how we justify it. It's just every so often, because there has to be a sound you hear when it's around.
Make the slasher a killer GM. Our killer GM no longer is here. So, well, that's happening now.
I mean,
Call of Cthulhu.
because the best part is, it works.
Slasher.
And then as players, the goal is you have to make the worst
Ooh, what was
human
that?
being that the audience wants to see dead.
Colin DeLorean subscribed.
Thank you, Colin
Thank you,
Miller.
Colin.
80s slasher. Yeah. Oh, I would do that. I would fucking do that.
And then our goal is to try and live. Not try hard, just try. Because even as players, we'd probably want to see these characters dead. So, yeah, we're going to go up the stairs. Of course we're going to try and tantalize you by having sex in the woods.
Oh my god, we could do Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
I-
Call
there
of
we go.
Cthulhu.
It's not going to be Cabin, because I fucking hate Cabin. But I will straight up put you guys in a fucking cabin in the middle of fucking nowhere, have you do stupid shit for half an hour, and find inventive fucking ways to kill you, because you guys know where this brain goes.
Yeah, we'd help you.
Yeah, we'd help you, that's why.
Oh,
Have us
that's-
have us for a 20-minute discussion. We'd give you 100 possible options and ways to kill us that are horror movie confirmed.
if we weren't doing a vampire werewolf crossover, well, that's only going to be one game though
That's
this
one
year.
game this year.
I can do a call
You can do a call game.
slasher game for Halloween.
Yeah. Because the
Okay, so
vampire
that-
werewolf is one.
Okay, but that means that neither neither Tom nor I can be in the game because we have to help you prep for that.
No, I put you in.
Okay.
All right,
You would just give me hints and I'd go, okay, and I would write things and not tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colin DeLorean, for the congratulations.
All right.
Dead by Daylight is back on the menu, along with a side of Evil Dead.
Oh.
I would like to see the player as killer let loose in a generic 80s small city.
That's gonna be Byron's Warriors game.
Oh, we can build that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone
yeah.
survives the first one, they can be now the badass that comes in the second one.
Yeah.
We could just make our own shitty slasher series.
Yeah.
Like, if a character lives, they might show up in one of the sequel ones.
There has to be a final girl. There has to be a survivor. Doesn't have to be all of us, but there has to be at least one final girl.
Oh.
And then the Ghostbusters show up and blast the slasher.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of the series.
Yeah. The Detroit Ghostbusters.
Instead of takes New York, he takes Detroit, but Detroit takes him.
What's that?
Oh, I've
Rob wrote down the final Sam.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. I'm
Oh,
gonna get
I've-
some water.
I've-
I will be right back.
Yeah, I've already got ideas for the kind of tech stuff AJ's going to come up with.
I need to kill someone with the
in
toaster. I don't know
Ghostbusters.
why I need to, but I do.
Well, I regret nothing. That just sounds like fun.
All right, Chet, do you guys have any more questions?
Yeah,
you
any
know?
more questions, guys?
Jason couldn't handle Detroit. Yeah, he could barely handle Vancouver.
You guys are Jamie Kennedy and Scream, guys. You will die. I tell
You'll
you
die.
that.
It's fine. Yeah, we will. We will probably die with some of the more inventive ways in the game.
No. You see, I have said for years, I am only one of two people in a horror movie. And either way, I am guaranteed to die, because I'm either the comedic relief that has to die third last, just because at that point, it's serious now, there's no less funnies, or I am the harbinger at the very beginning of the movie going, that is fucking stupid. Do not go to that cabin. Do not do that satanic ritual. Why are you having sex in the goddamn woods?
Here's the thing. Here's the toaster kill. So one of you is having an evocative shower, and he drops the toaster in, and it doesn't short, so he just picks it up and beats you with the toaster.
You must be punished for your crimes. I don't care how.
It's just like he's holding the toaster ominously, splash, picks up the plug, and you look at him, and he looks at you, and just goes, bam, 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 and just does the fucking hell, and walks out. That is the perfect. I just have this kill, this imagination of this serial killer who has so much personality, even though he's completely quiet because he's trying to kill these stupid kids.
Okay, Mike. At one of these points leading up to that slasher game, we have to sit down and watch In a Violent Nature.
Sure.
Yes.
I think you guys covered this in the past. I can't fully remember, but would you guys consider playing Anima? We have the book.
We have the book.
It's just convoluted.
Animus. The problem is there's like 4 different subsystems in Anima. We haven't run the game. We haven't played it. All of us want to try it, but we got to learn it real well before we try.
It's one of those things of like every single one of us has said, "Oh yeah, this looks really cool," but none of us have said, "Do you want to GM it though?"
Yeah.
Hey, who wants to play the game? Who wants to jam it?
Tale as old as time.
And we did all look at the same time, and we said, "Yeah, the person who's probably going to run it is me." And I was just like, "Fuck."
Sam can read.
I can read. I don't have memory right now. That's the problem.
Yes, but you can still read, which is step one.
Yeah,
That's because all of your available RAM right now is being utilized to develop a child.
Yep.
You
That's
try and
really all
build
it
a
is.
human being molecule by molecule.
Oh man, it's just.
Yeah, that's all I can see in this Call of Cthulhu slasher game. It's just kills that go wrong, and so they just devolve into blood violence. Like, it's gonna be this elaborate thing of, oh no, I'm falling into this shredder! And it jams, and he just goes, pulls a blade out and just starts stabbing you angry.
Sometimes the old way is the best.
It's like, oh my god, he stapled her to the wall ritually. No, he just got angry. It's like,
It's just no one in the system works right. Even his kills fail. His kids fail at trying to kill themselves half the time.
He's about to slash a kid's neck and he cuts his throat. And the kid's going, help, help, help. And he's just like,
wait,
hey, Rob.
you didn't hit the artery. I'm going to live. He starts running away.
Rob Hagen. Shut.
Damn.
Yeah, Tucker and Dale.
Yeah.
It's Jigsaw if nothing went right.
Yeah.
It really is.
All right. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna
Final
kill these.
Destination accounting for the dice curse.
I just have this mental picture of a slasher trying his best, and it all goes wrong so bad.
I'm in full support. This is just amazing.
Yeah,
I love the nightmare.
I'm in. I'm 100% in.
Oh.
I realized. Okay, so I'm backtracking a little bit for like a game that I probably could do, but I realized no one else would be interested in doing it.
What is it?
I could totally run a Hunter x Hunter game, but no one else would be interested in doing it because Hunter x Hunter is so fucking convoluted.
You'd have to run that in Bessemer OVA.
Yeah. I could run it in M&M.
Yeah.
It just would be a low power M&M.
Yeah. Hunter, oh God, Hunt, like.
I know, but again,
Because
no one
Hunter
else
doesn't
fucking...
pick up until the Chimera Antarctic.
Yeah, I know. No one fucking knows anything about Hunter x Hunter except me and my brother and now you.
Yeah, and even then, I'm like, what? You can't not do, like Chimera Antarctic.
Yeah.
I'll take your word. I also point out, Colin DeLorean posted in the chat, a D20 wacky races.
Yeah.
That's been pushed for so many years, and the only reason is I know of no system that does that properly.
I also wouldn't trust us with those cartoon powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight up, I would not trust. We are not the people you want. You want people that are more on the struggling to think of the dumbest cartoon shit, not the people who are, no, if I could be a living cartoon, I would 100% jump at the opportunity. We abuse the system. We abuse the physics. I would like, okay, so the path is closed up ahead. I crush myself with a boulder, turn myself two-dimensional, and slide underneath it.
Or I pull out the paint can, paint up a tunnel,
Sorry, okay,
and drive through.
Yeah.
Rob was saying Toon RPG. And then Silver Fox said the anime version of Wacky Races, which is basically Redline.
Yeah.
Oh man, Redline would be so cool.
And then Atomic Highway, perhaps.
I don't have to come back through this stream. I'm looking through my manga reads of stuff, and the problem is they're all really good romance manga.
Slice of life romance, and
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, this
Yeah,
is
no.
To be fair,
I'm sad Kaiju number 8's popularity dropped like a stone after the anime came out.
It was animated poorly. That's why.
And I'm like, I could so do a Kaiju number 8 international game. I was ready for it, and the anime went boom, right off a cliff.
We could also do Record of Ragnarok and Scion.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing I have is Marimashita Iruma-kun,
Aw.
which, no.
We can't. No, we can't run a game in.
You can't run a game in Iruma-kun. It's too good.
Because nobody could be Iruma.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing, right?
And that whole point of Iruma-kun is Iruma.
And then it's Dandadan, which I have been faithfully following, but I'm enjoying it too much to want to do anything in it. Even though I would just do Canadian and North American cryptids versus monsters.
All right.
But I would need to do so much research to do that properly.
Okay.
I could help you. I called dibs on the headless bishop.
I saw in the survey, I saw Madoka and Sailor Moon listed for magical girls. Would it lean more Madoka or Sailor Moon? Because I'm kind of sick of the dark edginess of Madoka gave to the genre.
Well, because the original idea was I was going to do a magical girl Expendables game.
That was the original plan.
That was the original plan. Now, with the way things are, I would just do a very fun Sailor Moon game. More than I would do a dark and edgy one.
Some kind of magical girl game. It doesn't necessarily mean Madoka. It's just Madoka is a magical girl genre.
Ooh. Hey, Sam, here's a throwback one for you.
Uh-oh.
Mutants and Masterminds in the Project A-ko universe.
Oh, God.
I've never seen Project A-ko, have you?
Yeah, I have. You've seen Bennett's review of A-ko, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hope he's okay.
Well, he has to retire at least a little bit right now, because unfortunately.
Yeah, all the stuff that happened.
I would not gonna lie, I would totally get Bennett on fucking D20 Live if we could.
I would too.
Bennett's so fucking cool.
We have mutuals, actually.
I know we have mutuals, but like I've always felt really awkward. Be like, hey, do you mind if you like pass it on to Bennett though?
Yeah.
My otaku card revoked.
Fuck off.
If anybody's
Okay.
if anybody's an old taku in this group, it's me.
Yeah.
Instead of Monica, sorry, I think Madoka. Instead of Madoka, how about Symphogear? That is also considered.
Oh.
Well, the thing is,
Symphogear is my jam.
it is. It is. The thing is that I think Symphogear is like it's halfway between Magical Girl and halfway between mecha anime.
Yeah. It's fucking great.
Ooh.
Have you not...
Silver Fox's idea of twisting Deadlands into Trigun.
Oh, yeah, that would totally work. Actually,
I think there's a way to do
Yes.
it. I think there is a way
There's
to actually do
there's a
it.
total
Yeah,
way
that
to
would
do
just
it.
work.
Yes, Tip. I have looked into Macross too, and I love it.
We could technically do a Full Metal Alchemist game too,
Yeah.
because it wouldn't be that hard.
I have this terrible vision of us doing an Office Space campaign, and I don't know why. And I just feel it would be fun.
The
It
problem
would turn
is...
into the bell.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
The problem is I see that turning into What We Do in the Shadows real quick.
Or
Yes.
the Belko experiment.
Yeah. Like, if I had to pick a office-style drama medical thing, period, a procedural of any kind, I would have us do Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Oh,
I'm in.
be
I'm in.
still my heart. I love it.
I'm in.
I would
I'm
do.
in.
I would have us.
100% in.
I would have us do Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, and I have to finish that show before we even do that.
Oh fuck! What was the name of that one mech anime that we watched earlier this year?
That doesn't narrow it down.
Not this year. Sorry, in 2024.
Grandizer You.
No, not that one. The funny one.
Oh, Bravern.
Bravern, yeah.
Bravern doesn't work though, outside of its own plot. Even though Bravern's perfect.
You know what? Honestly, I could see us doing G Gundam in Super Robot Wars.
Oh, that's easy.
We should. You could throw Bravern into the fucking Gundam.
I would do. He would just show up in
He
Super
would just
Robot
show up because he would just be like, "I love this. This is great." And be like,
You know, Mike, I feel you'd have a lot of fun if you tried to you pick any system and you Groundhog Day us.
The problem, I want to do that. The problem is, my brain legitimately has a hard time wrapping around it.
that's the plot that I would do more
Yeah.
likely.
Because to me, the stuff I love in Groundhog Day style plots
Yeah.
is the new things you learn on the loops and how the loops change, right?
You like
Because
solving the puzzle more than making the puzzle.
I do love it.
That's why I would make the puzzle, and
Yeah.
you would be like, "All right," because you know me, and I would make the puzzle more and more convoluted every single fucking time.
Yes, you would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is what you have to do to us because we're chaos.
I know. That's why the fucking M&M game worked so well. When
Yeah.
it just accidentally turned into Groundhog Day, and everyone was like, oh, "This is great."
Oh, that twist was amazing.
Mhm.
Best twist I ever came up with, and I'm so sad that it has never been recorded.
I also fully think at some point we should do a mech golf game.
You guys aren't racist stereotypical enough for G Gundam.
Eh. I did just suggest we go to the whitest place, a golf course.
Oh,
Just-
we are
It would
almost at
turn
time.
it would turn into Caddyshack with giant robots.
Yeah,
We
what?
got 6 minutes left.
We have 6 minutes left. This went
Which
really
actually
fast.
we should talk about the contest that we're going to be doing.
Yeah, so sometime this week I'm going to set up the D20 Live open module contest where you guys can submit your own module ideas, probably at the rate things are going Friday.
Yes. We'll announce it on the Discord for sure, and
Yeah.
then also it'll be up on Twitter and
Everything
Facebook.
else. So that way you guys can actually submit a module and I will run it, or whoever you want to run it. And you guys can all vote on which one you like best.
Yep.
Just the
It's
thing we're
gonna be
doing.
Use all of the hundreds of ideas we just dropped on
Yeah.
you in the last little bit.
If you guys literally pick the Jason Voorhees plot and just write it for me, I will straight up fucking do it. I don't give a shit.
But yeah,
I am fully qualified. See, right there, tour guide.
Yep.
the only thing that we're going to ask is that it not be a continuation of a game that we already have.
Yeah.
It has to be a new thing entirely. So you can have it in a system that we've already run.
Yeah.
But it cannot be of an existing game that we already have. So if you're asking for a continuation for the Mutants and Mastermind games from Devin,
That's not gonna
we're
happen.
not doing that. Devin has ended his story. We
He's
cannot
retired.
continue it.
Yeah.
Right?
As much as I want to continue
As
it.
much as we would love to continue it, we cannot. Devin has finished his story. It is done. Right? Or like a Scott game, right? Like any of Scott's Delta Green games. We cannot continue it. Scott has finished his storyline. He is done.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil the new game I'm doing in March.
Yeah.
Because I have to switch. I might have to switch around a cast member for that, which means Byron might be the guy in for that one because he loves that fandom a lot. But you'll see what that is.
You know what, Mike? Private message me what the fandom is right now and let me know.
You know. Because I honestly forgot. Here's how tired I was. I forgot that you were a huge fan of it.
Okay.
And the second you pointed it out to me, I'm like, shit. I had already cast everybody, and I'm like, I might have to sub out a guy and put Byron in.
How would you do an M&M game outside of Devin's continuity out of curiosity?
We would set it, the universe, what I would do is I would set it, like 2 years after the Deadlocks Academy gets shut down, the kids get moved into a proper educational facility.
It's like a different part of the world.
Yeah.
Could I also suggest that maybe we switch it so that way Sam does the Redemptive Core?
That could be a thing if you guys want to do
For Mutants and
Core,
Masterminds.
Right?
Yeah.
But like, because like technically that is a continuation, actually, because
there was a whole lot of supers that needed to be redeemed.
Well, also because I threw in Shortcut's sister Sidestep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we could build new supervillains for the Redemptive Core, Sam. We don't have to play our previous ones.
Yeah.
No, that would be a thing, but if like again, it's one of those things of if you guys want like it cannot be a direct continuation from anything. It can be this has happened like 10 years in the future and we have new characters now kind of thing. But like we're not it's like you cannot ask for like you can have like a cameo with Quantum or something like that, but you cannot be like Quantum is doing this now. It's like no, that's not what's happening.
No.
A reverse Expendables, Bill Cipher's Suicide Squad. Oh my God, Rob Hagen! Don't put that idea in our heads because we will build it.
Oh man.
Paul, the accountant. He can go into any office building because no one knows he exists.
He's an energy vampire from what we do in the shadows.
So, but yeah, like for your modules, you can write whatever you want. Just don't let it be a continuation of an actual game that we've already done.
Yeah.
Except Made. Made can technically be a continuation of anything because it's Made, and Made, everybody makes new characters anyway for Made.
Technically Spirit,
Everything is canon and nothing is canon.
Yeah, everything in Made is canon and nothing is canon in Made.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Now, what was our...
We are at 2 minutes.
Or 2 minutes? Okay.
Yes, so we've got 2 more minutes to talk.
Oh.
All right, final questions, guys.
Yeah, final questions.
Hit us up with some final questions.
Rapid fire.
Or
hockey game. Go
closing
crazy.
statements from all of us.
Hockey
You have to
game?
do those.
Hockey game.
Oh, man.
That's just thug fighting the whole game.
But I like hockey.
I know you do. You want to run it?
No.
Want to watch us ruin hockey?
No.
We ruin wrestling.
What's everyone's favorite snack?
Doritos.
Oh, I actually have it right here, actually. These
I have
things are
two
crack.
answers.
These things are
Oh,
crack.
those things are fucking crack.
These are crack.
I don't know what my favorite snack is.
I do. Pita chips.
Oh yeah, I do like pita chips. I like the garlic parmesan pita chips from Stacy's.
Yeah.
Those are really good, and I can never find them because they're always out of fucking stock everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to be left unattended next to a Doritos bag. It will be gone in 10
No,
minutes.
you are not allowed to be left unattended next to a box of fucking powdered donuts.
Also that, yeah.
Because they will be
They will be gone.
86th.
They will be 86th. Yeah. Tom, how about you?
Peanut butter.
Yeah? Straight up?
Just straight up, love peanut butter. It's one of my favorite foods.
I respect that.
Would you please have a relaxing time off stream?
No.
No. What, just because you said that, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to call my trainer. I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to pay for an extra session. Wreck me today.
No, you know what I'm going to do for those 2 months? I'm going to hyper work on every freaking thing I do. Because that's how I'm wired. And just get a whole bunch of module work done and be like, I'm ready to go, guys. Because that's how I don't know how to have downtime, as Sam can attest. Either that, or you'll see me go live. You'll see me record. I may, if I'm real bored, go live on the Discord for D20 Live and just be like, I'm gaming for a few hours. You guys want to come and hang out?
Okay, hang on. Queen Atoli, just letting you know, we do have a name for the Optimal Spawn. We are not going to say it on stream.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that you said that you would give us the use of your dead name as an option. We already have a name picked out.
Yeah. But thank you for your offer.
We're very proud and very happy with this name.
Yeah.
So, you guys, if you guys ever find out, you will know it's our child.
If somehow our child does try to sneak on stream, we're going to make sure they wear a mask.
Yes.
Just because.
I'm glad I was able
And
to
another
make it in
gift
the
to send
chat
is
this
an
year.
actual child-sized goblin mask.
We used Mutants and Masterminds, Rob Hagen, for the Expendables.
Yeah. Okay. But we are at time. It
We're
is
at time?
5:01.
That was fast.
Yeah, I know. Well, normally we
Yeah,
start
it
at
would.
2, I think.
Yeah.
We normally have like 3 hours and we talk, but I realized that with me being pregnant, it's a little harder for me to talk for 3 hours.
Brigante.
So, there won't be an Optimal Duo stream this week. There will probably be one next week. We'll see how things go. There's going to definitely be a time where Sam and I are not going to be out online for anything because we're moving. However, look forward to the next stream from D20 Live at the second week of February, which should be Thirsty Sword Lesbians, followed up in 2 weeks by Super Robo Wars. However, please, with your understanding, note that from now until the end of May, we may move and drop games because...
Baby.
Baby.
Okay?
Baby.
Until then, thank you all for your support. And as always, stay home, stay safe, and stay kind. We'll see you next time. Bye.